Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, but it is just your girl Gretchenada because I wanted to share something that God has revealed to me after coming off of a fast. So it's a little personal and I'm hoping that you guys are still my friends after I share it because like I said, it's personal. So anyways, in the beginning, for the year of 2020, the church gave out a reading plan. Well, they give one out every year. But anyways, this year I decided that, hey, I am going to be faithful and I am going to do this every single day. And when it came to the book of Exodus and Deuteronomy, I fell in love, and I mean love, with the relationship that Moses and God had. Like, they were besties. Like, they were right on rice. They were PB and J. They were salt and pepper. Like, they were so close. And God was like, listen, Moses, I know you by name, son. You know, you have obtained grace, mercy, favor. What you want from me, I'll give it to you. And so Moses was all like, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So then God was like, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So then Moses was like, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. To be honest, I don't think that song was playing in the background. I really feel like that was from the GWV version, which is Gretchenada Wilson version. And I honestly don't think it's been anointed of God. So we're just gonna stick with the KJV version or the NKJV version. God didn't ask him what you want. Moses was just like, show me your glory. Anyways, you know, I'm just gonna pull it up so I don't look ridiculous. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to Exodus or 33. We're gonna start on verse 17. Okay. If you have your word, say amen. Amen. Thank you, saint. Okay, so the Lord said to Moses, I will also do this thing that you have spoken, for you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name. So Moses was all like, please show me your glory. I'm gonna skip 19. God says, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. And the Lord said, here is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. Sorry, Jesse just texted me. And the Lord said, here is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. So it shall be while my glory passes by that I will put you in the cleft of the rock, and I will cover you with my hand while I pass. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. A lot of scholars believe that it was in this moment that God revealed to Moses how he created the heavens and the earth, because Moses wrote the first 5 books in the Bible, but homeboy was not in Genesis. You know what I mean? So a glory in the aspect of this scripture, because I feel like it has a lot of different definitions, which it does. But in the aspect of this scripture, the Hebrew word means weight or heaviness, as in my mind it means the fullness of God, or what God is able to do, like, or who God is. I feel like who God is shown in what he does. And so Moses was all like, show me your glory. And God was all like, well, homeboy, let me tell you something about me. I created the heavens and the earth. I created the stars. I created the firmaments. I created the water. I created everything that you know. You wake up and you see the sun and you think, oh, it's just always been like that. No, God created it. So when I started this fast, I titled it, Show Me Your Glory, because I was like, God, show me what you're doing in my life at this current moment. So my fast included, it was a 21-day fast. It was 1 meal a day. I was supposed to eat 1 meal a day. And being that we're quarantined, I'm like on social media all the time. So I gave myself from the time of 6 to 10 to be on social media. But at the same time, I was also aware that Instagram is my thing, and so I could probably spend all that whole time on Instagram. So I gave myself a 30-minute timer on Instagram. So whenever that 30-minute came up, it's like, you've been on Instagram for 30 minutes today. And then I had to be like, ugh, and then get off of social media. So that was that. And on top of that, you know, I had to pray every day, read the Bible every day, and listen to a preaching every day. So that was my goal for this 21-day fast. So like I said, the title of the fast was Show Me Your Glory. And the 21 days came and went, and on the last day, I didn't feel like, you know, yes, I felt closer to God, but I didn't feel like he showed me what I wanted him to show me, which was, you know, his work in my life. But I still, you know, thanked him. I was like, you know, thank you for keeping me. But you guys, I'm gonna be honest. Don't tell nobody. I'm gonna be honest. There was this one day I ate my 1 meal, 9 o'clock came, and my stomach started doing things, and there was pizza in the house, so your girl had pizza. But it was just one time. So 20 days out of the 21, I ate one meal a day. And God forgave me for that little boo-boo, okay? But moving forward. So 21 days came and gone, and the next day, like, I'm off the fast, like, I'm on my online class. And I'm like halfway there, like I'm halfway listening. I don't like online classes. But anyways, excusez-moi. This song kept coming to my mind, and I'm like, I don't know this song, but it kept coming to my mind, and the words were saying, take my life as a sacrifice. I wanna burn for you, only for you. Don't come for me. You know, Jesse is the singer of this relationship. He's the musician, so that wasn't good. Whatever. Anyway, so I went to Apostle Google and I said, da 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 da. And it came up and he said, this is the song that's on your heart. It's called Refined. And I began to listen to the song because the teacher just gave us an assignment and we were just supposed to turn it in by a certain time. So I began listening to the song, and God started talking to me, your girl. You know what I mean? He started talking to me, your girl. So let me go ahead and go back so that I can go forward, so that it can make sense. Okay. As a child, I struggled making friends. I was socially awkward, and it was just always uncomfortable for me, but I always wanted to be that person with friends. It was so bad that I started going to this church with my aunt and uncle when I was younger, and I left the church because I couldn't make friends. Like, I didn't feel like I had any friends, and, you know, my spiritual walk kind of went after that, you know. Fast forward, early 20s. I felt like I became confident in who I was, what I had to offer. I thought I was a hard worker. When I put my mind to things, I get things done, you know. Yes, I'm not perfect, but yo girl, you know, she got it in the bag. Just throw it in the, okay. But one thing I did know about myself was that without a shadow, without a doubt in my mind, I could be very mean. I could be very rude. I could be very cutthroat. I just thought it came with a package. Like, hi, my name is Gretchneda Luma. I'm super nice sometimes. I will get your stuff done. I can do anything you want from me. I'm super nice, but however, I will cut you with my words. Anyways, I just knew that I can be very mean. I just thought it was just who I am. And God began to deal with me. He was like, no, honey, that your ability to be mean and jealous and rude, it comes from a place of insecurity. It comes from a place of brokenness. And he started showing me examples in my life. And he used my relationship with my best friend. You guys, my best friend is Life. Okay, she is awesome. Like, when I tell you guys, like, we're so, like, connected, like, let me tell you something. The other day, I was having a conversation with Justin. I was like, babe, I want a yellow bike, and I wanted to have a basket in the front so I could put fake flowers in it, you know, like the movies, so I could just go for a stroll. I talked to her on Thursday. She's like, Gretchen, I've been wanting a bike. I want a yellow one with a basket. Like, literally, we are the bestest of friends. And there are certain things that I just love and admire about her. She's very witty. She can joke. Like, she's such a jokester. Well, I don't think I'm saying that right. Like, she's funny. She's cool, easy to talk to. Very likable. It seems like when she's she can make friends pretty quickly, and people love her because she's just so loving and funny. And these are things that I admire about her, but also these are things that I realized, well, God showed me that I was jealous of. He showed me an instance where we were in a group setting, and those characteristics were just shining through her, and I'm sitting there like, I've always wanted to be that person. To be likable, to be funny, to make friends. Like, I've always wanted that. And because I realized that I still, you know, struggle with that, I became jealous. I became super jealous, and as a result, I started being mean to her. I was mean to everybody around. I was mean to whoever just walked in 2 seconds ago. I was mean to whatever bird is singing outside. Like, I was mean to everyone. And as he began to reveal more things to me, like situations like that, I was like, this is not the person that I want to be. I never wanted to be the person where you can only be great if I'm greater, or you can only, or I can only feel good about myself if I'm tearing you down. I never wanted to be that mean girl in the movie that nobody liked. Like, I never wanted to be that person. And so I took my behind, when I told you I was sitting on that couch outside, I took my behind straight to the prayer closet, and I just started crying because I'm like, God, this is not who I want to be. I don't want to be this person. And so he just began to deal with me, and he was showing me that it was coming from a broken place in my childhood. And I was like, what? Are you serious? When I was a kid, there was always an emphasis on things that I couldn't do, things that I lacked. There was always an emphasis on things that I just wasn't good at. Like, if only you were like so-and-so, if only you had the skills of so-and-so, if only you knew how to do this, if only you knew how to do that. There was never a time where it was just like, oh, you did a good job at doing this. No, it was always like, oh, you could do better, or why can't you be better, or why can't you, I just always wanted to be good enough. Like, I always just wanted to be good enough. And so I grew up with a mentality that I had to be the best. If I do something, I had to be the best, so that somebody can't say, if only you could have done it this way, or if only you could have been like so-and-so. And I just thought it was a good thing for me to be so determined to be the best. But it becomes a problem when jealousy enters in, and then I lash out and be mean to people. In that moment, God was showing me that even though it happened so long ago, it happened in my childhood, and it's affected who I am today, that he can still go back in that area and fix what was broken and alter my character today. Like, I can't sit here and be like, this is what happened to me when I was 7 years old that's causing me to act out this way. But he was able to show me that this is what happened. These were the words that were said that's making you the way you are this way. And honey, I can fix that. I can fix that brokenness in you. And I was like, God, thank you. Thank you for showing me your glory, that you were able to go in my past and bring up something that I didn't even know, but you were able to say that I can fix that in you. And I called up my friend. And I was telling her all these things. Mostly I called her to be like, listen, I'm sorry, because your girl was dealing with some things that I didn't know I was dealing with. But anyways, I apologize. But as I began to tell her, what God was showing me, instances in her life started to come up. And so she started sharing a similar story, but hers didn't come from a place of brokenness from childhood. It came from a place of broken aspirations as to what caused her to act a certain way towards people. So it made me realize that we're probably all going through something similar. There's certain characteristics that are built in us that we think just, it's just part of who we are. It just comes out, it just flows out. That really comes from a place of brokenness, and we don't necessarily know that they're connected. And so I was so amazed. I was so thankful. I was so grateful that God was like, this is what's happening, because now I can pray about it. Now I can see guidance. I can be more, more diligent at trying to fix how I act when I'm around somebody that's better than me. Because let's be real, I wasn't made perfect. Okay, there's always gonna be somebody that's better than me. There's always gonna be somebody who has those characters that I do desire to have. Like, they're always gonna be around, but how I act needs to change, because I don't want my character, I don't want my meanness, my rudeness, my jealousy to tint my witness of who God is in my life and what God can do. I want people to look at me, even if I'm not that person that's super funny, super witty or whatever, but people can say, you're so kind, you're so nice, and I can be like, well, it's because of the kindness of God, because I know that I haven't always been nice. I know I wasn't always nice. And so in this moment where we're quarantined, let me tell y'all something, the introvert in me, okay, quarantine. All right, anyways, in this moment where we are quarantined, I want you guys, I mean, you don't have to go on a 21-day fast, but you can pray, you can ask God to show you things that are affecting your character, that's tinting your character, that's been tied to something that you didn't even know it was tied to, so that you can seek his guidance, so that you can pray about it, so that it can be something that you can testify about, you know, within the next couple weeks. Like, this is what God revealed to me, and I've been praying about it, and he's helping me, because I'm in a healing process. I'm not gonna automatically stop being mean. I wish I could, you know, I wish I could wake up and be like, oh, it's a new Gretchen Nada. But no, it's a process, and I'm excited to go in the process. I'm excited that God said, you know, this is what's going on, and this is what we need to change, and I'm excited for it to happen. Where was I going with this? So I advise you guys, just ask God to show you certain things that you need to pray about, because I really want us to utilize this time to allow God to fix what's been broken in our past, so that going forward, we're a great example of who he is, you know? Because at the end of the day, all I want is for my life to glorify God. I want everything I do to glorify God. And so if I'm not doing it right, I want God to show me what I'm doing wrong, so I can cry and pray about it, so we can move forward with a different mindset. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to me babble on about what I wanted to share. Hopefully this helps somebody out there, motivates somebody out there to actually seek God when it comes to situations like this, because I don't believe we're supposed to live in a life of bitterness or be so rude and be so mean as Christians. I believe the love of God should affect our character. It should affect how we act. And so, like I said, I didn't know this was something that was rooted in my past, but now that I know about it, your girl won't be praying about it. Anyways, bye. Love you guys. Stay tuned for the next video.